Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into those dusty corporate filings to see if the Emperor is wearing any new clothes. Today, we're dissecting a report from WAFD Inc. And let's just say if you are looking for fireworks. You might be disappointed because this report is more like a quiet January day. So on the 15th of January 2026, WAFD Incorporated dropped a report on us about their earnings for the quarter that ended the 31st of December 2025. This is essentially an update on how they've been doing, kind of like a mid-game report card for the business. Now, before we dive into the numbers, let's quickly look at who WAFD Incorporated is. They're a company incorporated in Washington, and their main office is in Seattle. They're listed on the NASDAQ stock market under the ticker symbol WAFD for their common stock. They also have preferred stock listed under WAFDP. They've got their common stock, which is what most people think of as owning a piece of the company. And then they have this series of preferred stock. Think of preferred stock as a different kind of ownership, often with fixed dividends. And in this case, it is like owning a small fraction of a special share. It is part of their way of raising money and managing their finances. The main reason for this filing is to share their financial results. They announced their earnings for the quarter ending the 31st of December 2025, and they've attached the press release and a fact sheet with more details. This tells us what they've been up to financially. And since they're attaching those documents, we see them listed here. There is the press release from the 15th of January and a fact sheet from the 31st of December. These are the primary pieces of information they're sharing about their performance. Now, the filing itself is a bit of a quick snapshot, but it points us to the bigger picture. They mention that all of this information should be looked at alongside their other filings, like their annual report, which gives a much more detailed look at their financial statements, notes, and other important information. It's like this report is a highlight reel and the other reports are the full game. They also include a section that is really important to pay attention to. It is about forward-looking statements. This means they're talking about what they expect to happen in the future. Words like expects, anticipates, and believes signal these are not guarantees, but rather their best guess based on what they know now. They're basically saying, this is what we think will happen, but things can change. And speaking of things that can change, boy, are there a lot of them. The company lists a whole bunch of risks and uncertainties. We're talking about interest rate changes, economic conditions like recessions, inflation, and even global events like the conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East. They're also concerned about cybersecurity risks and how they're exiting the mortgage lending business. Even natural disasters and regulatory exams can impact them. It's a long list and it highlights the many external forces that can affect their business. Finally, we get to the signatures. This report is signed on the 16th of January 2026 by Kelly J. Holds, who is their Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. This is basically their official stamp of approval, saying they've reviewed it and it is accurate to the best of their knowledge. Now, let's talk about what this all means. This filing is essentially an announcement of their latest quarterly earnings. While the document itself doesn't contain the detailed financial tables, it directs us to where we can find them, and it flags the important factors that could influence those results and the company's future. The big takeaway here is that WAFD Incorporated is keeping investors updated on its performance and acknowledging the many external risks it faces. They're staying in communication, which is good, and they're being transparent about the complexities of the current economic and global environment. The fact that they are exiting the mortgage lending business is a significant strategic shift that will likely be a major theme in their future performance and needs to be watched closely. Overall, this report is a standard business update, but the context of the risks they highlight are very real and could definitely shape how well they achieve those forward-looking goals they mentioned. What is your take on these insights and what they signal for WAFD Incorporated's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings. And don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.